If you've ever heard the words law of attraction, manifesting, vibes, energy, and all of that spiritual stuff, and you are curious about how to implement it with or without becoming a witch doctor like yours truly, you are in the right place. Today's video is all about my 4-step process on manifesting and how you are already a professional manifester. Hi everyone, I'm Victoria Rose. I am a certified face reader, and what that entails is I help you get your dream skin and your dream life through face reading, law of attraction, energy medicine, diet, mindset, skincare, whatever you need, I've got it. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I put out videos on how to live a more conscious life. Before we get into my 4-step process, I want to give you a little introduction to the law of attraction and manifesting. Whether you believe it or not, you are constantly attracting good and bad things into your life. So that can be events, resources, people, it doesn't really matter. It is all based on your thoughts that are in your subconscious and the emotions that you are putting out into the world. That being said, you have the power to change your thoughts to be what you want and to attract what you want into your life. It's just a matter of if you want to own that power or not and be responsible for it. Some people do, some people don't. It is up to you, regardless. Next, everyone naturally knows how to manifest starting at birth. It is a completely innate process to us. However, as we go about our lives and are around different people and situations, that natural process can face resistance based on what people are telling ourselves, the stories we tell ourselves about situations, and that can kind of cloud how easily you manifest something in your life. So before we get started, look at things that come easily to you versus things that come hard to you in your life, and that's how you'll know what you manifest easily and what is hard for you to manifest. But hopefully by the end of this video, you will feel more hopeful and inspired that the things that are currently hard for you to manifest will become super easy and you'll just never have to think about them again. All right. Step 1 of my process is to get crystal clear on what you want. So the way I go about this is I write down about 3 to 5 emotions that I would feel if I already had this. And I don't use words just like happy, good. No. Get out your thesaurus if you can't think of better words and look them up. I also like to use an emotional wheel, the positive part. So I'll use words like exhilarated, triumphant, because those just pull you right up and feel a lot better than happy, good. So list your 3 to 5 emotions that you will feel when you have it. And then I also like to include a ton of specific details about what it looks like and even what people will say to me. So the more details you put about it and the more interesting you make it, the more your subconscious will latch onto that and find that experience for you. For example, if I want to manifest clear skin, okay, good start. Say that I have a ton of acne. Acne is freaking debilitating to a lot of people, and that totally makes sense. So my goal is clear skin. I'm going to say every time I see my significant other, he tells me how glowing and radiant and stunning I am. When I go to my job, I feel so confident. I feel that more people want to talk to me now. It doesn't matter if these things are true or not in the moment, because that's what you're gonna be manifesting these experiences out of clear skin. So just get super organized and clear on what you want. That's step 1. And it doesn't have to, sometimes things that you already manifest easily, you don't have to put this much detail into it. For example, I'm really good at manifesting people. That sounds really weird. So say that I need a resource, and I'll think about that resource for a minute, and then I'll say, okay, who do I know that has this skill that can help me answer this question? And then I'll just let it go. Literally that day, I will come across the person's name on the internet. Someone will text me and share information without me telling them what I'm looking for. It's really cool. But for things that are harder for you to manifest, getting your details really outlined on a piece of paper will be a really helpful step, and also show you what you want. And make sure when you're writing it, it's all in the affirmative. Writing things, oh, I don't want this. No, because you'll get more of that. So make sure everything is in the affirmative. Step 2, 3, and 4 can be done interchangeably, so they don't have to be done in this order. This is just the order that I usually do them in. Sometimes I do step 4 first. It honestly just depends what you're manifesting. My step 2 is inspired action. Right after you have your vision of what you want, write a list of all of the actions that you could take right now. Sometimes this list is long, sometimes this list is short. It's really imperative that you aren't trying to force your manifestation by figuring out the how is it going to come to you, because sometimes we don't know that. We just have to exist in the knowing that it's going to come to us, which I will discuss more when I get to step 4, which is my favorite step actually. And so my list for inspired actions has changed over time. Before, when I was learning how to manifest, I've actually always known how to manifest. I just didn't really have terms for it and a outline of process like I do now and have been practicing in the past several years. When I was starting to learn, I would kind of do it in like a very aggressive manic state, which is literally the opposite of manifesting. I would just like tunnel vision on what I want, and sometimes that can actually push it away. So you don't have to envision all the time and you as an inspired step. I also kind of, now what I do is I take the feminine energy approach, which is, okay, I'm clear on what I want. My inspired steps, I wrote all of the ones that I can think of. I don't try to force more, and I let the rest of the steps come to me, and I trust that they will come to me. So maybe your inspired actions list might only have one thing on it. Just accept that that's fine, or maybe it will have 0. Maybe it has 20. Do all of those things and then trust that any other inspired actions will show up for you. Step 3. Step 3 is to figure out if you have any resistance to what you want to manifest. And if you are trying to manifest something like specific and it's not coming to you, you most likely have resistance to it, or you're focusing on what you don't want, which I'll get to in a second. So how you find resistance is to make a list of every single thing that you think about this item. For example, I want to manifest, say that you want to manifest a soulmate, and write down everything that you think about it in this current time. And that will kind of give you clues to step 1, which is like getting really clear on what you want. Say that you have on your list, I don't believe that the guy I want exists. I don't believe that the woman I dream about would like me. Anything like that, write every single negative thought that you can think of down. And sometimes if it's something I haven't really processed before, I will take a week and just go about my life, have a note in my phone, and write down anything that comes to mind as I'm going about my day, because that's, again, an easier way to do it than forcing yourself to think, because sometimes when you force yourself to think, all the thoughts go out of your brain and then it's just a blank slate, and that leads to more frustration. So do this with patience for yourself and kind of in a fun way. I know sometimes like manifesting really important things like your health and money and a job are really stressful, but try to find the fun in manifesting So it helps you erase fear. And also, fear can be resistance in itself. When you have a lot of fear, that is a low vibration. And a vibration is a measurable energy on the frequency scale. I don't know the exact number, but it's around 150, 200, maybe even lower than that. So that can inhibit you in itself. If you're always thinking about, oh my gosh, this money's not going to come to me. How is it going to come to me? I don't know. You're in resistance because that fear is causing you to have resistance. Okay. Step 4, what to do with this resistance, is to let it go. And yes, I know that that is way, way easier to say it than to actually do it. I used to really, really struggle with the surrender aspect of this process, but now I just tell myself, as soon as I want to manifest something, it's already done. If you think about the law of parallel realities, everything that you want already exists. It just might not be visible to you in this dimension, but it literally already exists. So just knowing that brings me a sense of peace. Also, if you believe in a higher power, this is where the higher power comes into play the most. I trust that God is going to bring me a solution to what I am desiring. Maybe it's not in the exact way that I think it's going to happen, but I've already made peace with it. I don't care how it comes to me as long as it's in everyone's highest good. That's key. And that I am just focusing on the end. So instead of all of the worry and the fear that come in, just put your trust in a higher power. And if you are atheist or you don't believe in a higher power, put that trust in yourself that you have the power within to attract what you want to you. So that is my 4-step manifesting process. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below on what you are already amazing at manifesting, and if you have any questions about my process or manifesting in general. It's one of my favorite topics of all time, so I love to talk more to you about it. And I am sending you tons of joy and love because you deserve it.